guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tita Lavinia of Titas at Pageantry, and for this episode, I'm going to be giving you my list of fresh faces to consider in Philippine pageantry this 2022. So please make sure you stick around, please subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that bell notification button for your weekly pageant fix. So, I am coming up with this list for you because every Tom, Dick, and Harry in Philippine pageantry have come up with a list. And when I look at the list of their wish miss, it usually just revolves around maybe 4 or 5 of the same high-profile names. And that won't be fun because that means that we're not looking or digging further. And here at this channel, this is exactly what I want to offer you, alternatives. So I've come up with a number of names. Of course, I'm not so sure if it's even, serious for them to check out Philippine pageantry, but there are possibilities that they might do a crossover. As you remember, in 2021, we've had successful crossovers from returnees such as KATRINA DIMARANAN, newbies like Victoria Vincent, someone from social media like AYNBERNOS, someone from entertainment like DELAVIN, and of course modeling like MAUREEN. So maybe we have to shift our focus and maybe cultivate some relationship or some time and effort looking for others that might just pop up, others who might have the potential to reach the nationals this time around. So first on my list is NICOLE BORROMEO. NICOLE BORROMEO is from Cebu. She is more popularly known as Miss Millennial 2019. NICOLE is only 22 years old, but she has been a fixture of pageantry, at least in the Cebu pageant scene. So she was Miss Silka Cebu in 2017, and she was also a Sinulog Festival Queen. NICOLE is a model, she is an endorser, and she's also an artist. Now, recently, she signed with Origin Management. Now, if this rings a bell, this is the same management that handles Tracy Maureen Perez as well as Beatrice Luigi Gomez. So NICOLE has the potential to really keep up with the Cebu momentum. So I had the chance to actually virtually meet NICOLE BORROMEO at a product launch, and I got to hear her peers, give her a little bit of banter, tease her a little bit about going back to pageantry. And when she would answer, she's just really fun. She has lots of personality. It didn't seem to me like she was closing her doors in Philippine pageantry. So I feel like there's a little bit of a chance there because I'm hearing more of a buzz surrounding her name this time around. So I think what NICOLE has going on for her is that she has excellent comm skills. If you hear her, you're going to be really convinced that, she's in the right direction. And she has a look. It's a nice, blank look that you could slap on a lot of makeup techniques. To me, she looks like a more oriental version of Marian Rivera, if that makes sense. Next on my list is someone that I came across from a TikTok video that was forwarded to me. And I'm talking about BETHANY TALBOT. Yes, BETHANY TALBOT seems to be a popular personality on TikTok. She has produced several of these short videos, and they're mesmerizing to watch because of that beautiful, beautiful face, which I feel is like a combination of Casey Concepcion, Kendra Kramer, and even Drew Barrymore. I mean, she does have that, full mestiza look. And when I saw her video, this was at around the time that we were hurting for Vicky Rushton, who, of course, had to step down and, surrender her beauty pageant dreams, and we were zeroing in on an Ilongga. So BETHANY TALBOT is actually a model and an athlete. She is Filipino-British and she hails from Negros. And, when she speaks, she can fluently and seamlessly switch from Tagalog to English to Ilonggo, and she just sounds delicious. And looking at her, I mean, that face is just really very pretty. And she has been expanding her modeling portfolio, being the face of Lazada, also of Cream Silk, and I feel like these are all aligned with the brands that are connected with Miss Universe Philippines. Now, she hasn't expressed any interest in joining beauty pageantry. In fact, I haven't actually heard or seen any interviews of her addressing the pageantry option, but she has been tagged. I've been, checking her social media accounts, and I think that for a very small group of people, I mean, she's within the radar. So yeah, she's so active on social media. She has tons of personality. I hope she considers this. And I don't know what her height is, but it looks to me that she's pretty tall as well. My next fresh face on the list is ELOISA JAUOD. Now, ELOISA is half Filipino, half Indian. She has been a fixture in the fashion industry for at least a couple of years. I remember bumping into her at several bridal shows when I was still working for Wedding Essentials. ELOISA is long and lean. She's 5'9". She's 20 years old. She's a model from Laguna. She dabbled in pageantry as well in 2019. She was Binibining Laguna, and she also joined Miss Millennial, Eat Bulaga's Miss Millennial in 2019. So this is someone who is, doing her best and expanding her modeling portfolio, but it would be nice for her to cross over and really try the nationals because, yeah, I mean, this frame, this height, this doesn't come along too often. Next on my list is someone that I encountered because one of her favorite makeup artists posted her. I'm talking about ADAKKODEN. RHEEMA is from Camarines Sur, and she's also another Filipino-Indian beauty. RHEEMA is 5'8", and I don't know, if you look at her, I think everybody will just have this reference in their head. She definitely looks like Princess Jasmine. She has that sultry caramel skin tone like Princess Jasmine, full mane of hair. I mean, she has sultry, sexy features, and right now she's actually a student taking up business management, and she dabbled in pageantry as well, but I think right now she's focusing on studies, but she has expressed interest in going back into pageantry. So it may not be this year, but we might see her in a few years' time. But yeah, we will definitely keep an eye out for RHEEMA. Next on my list is another of those exotic beauties, exotic names. Now, this one is pretty new, but I picked her because her face reminded me of Gazzini and Francesca Tarok. So that's a really, I don't know, interesting mix. So number 5 on my fresh face list, I'm talking about KEFATAH AL-ZAIR. Now, KEFATAH is only 17 years old. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Please correct me. KEFATAH is from Cebu. She is half Filipino, half Saudi Arabian, and she's 5'6". She is taking up nursing at Cebu Doctors, and you know what? She actually was one of the casualties of that ill-fated Magandang Filipinas pageant that was launched a few months ago. And that, totally was a train wreck before our eyes. But this time around, she is, dipping her toes in pageantry as she is an official candidate for Hiyas ng Pilipinas. Number 6 on my fresh face list is someone that I think a lot of the folks at Titas of Pageantry would know as one of my sentimental favorites. I'm talking about PHOEBEGODINEZ, who I met in Cebu. Phoebe is 22 years old, she is 5'6", and she has been a fixture in the Cebu fashion scene for quite some time. So she was supposed to join Miss Earth Philippines 2020, but I don't know what happened there. But she ended up also joining a university or a school pageant that was a huge deal apparently. And looking at her, she has the looks, very sexy lips, sexy features. But I think what's really striking about her is that when you get the chance to hear her speak or when you get the chance to talk to her, there's so much sense in that girl. I mean, this is someone who's not gonna give you like a really shallow conversation. I mean, yeah, you might giggle, but this is someone that is potentially a speaker that you'd want to just sit down and listen to. So she does have this vibe, and she's very girly. I saw her interaction with her mother, and to me, this is really very reassuring because I feel like this is someone level-headed. And she's 22. She struck me as someone really mature, someone really in control, maybe a little indecisive about pageantry, but I guess that once she gets the feel of it and once she gets to have like more of time to really think about it, then yeah, we might see her at the nationals very, very soon. Number 7 is someone that is creating a buzz amongst us in social media, pageant social media. And this name is popping up. I am talking about RINAMAIER. RINAMAIER is 18 years old. She is Filipino-German. And she's statuesque at 5'10", you guys. Now, I don't know where this rumor came about. I'm thinking TikTok, because it spilled over to Facebook, it spilled over to Instagram, and now everybody's posting her. So I definitely checked her out. So 5'10" is definitely impressive. But looking at her face, I mean, I haven't exactly heard her speak yet. I'm going to try and learn more about her. But, you know, she's pretty young at 18. I just feel like her ticket is definitely her height and that face, because I feel like she's racially ambiguous if you come to think about it, and I feel like she does have the chameleon quality to her face, because she has a number of photos, and I think the one that's doing a lot of work for her is this one photo that looks like, I don't know, a fairer version of Aishwarya Rai. But if you look at her other photos when she has like blonde hair, I mean, it would totally make sense. I mean, even with blonde hair, she looks more German, she looks more Eastern European. And in her other photos with, you know, the more Asian makeup, I mean, she could pass off as Korean, she could pass off as Japanese, she could even pass off as someone from Thailand. So another statuesque girl on our list is Angela Robson. Now, Angela Robson hails from Angeles, Pampanga. She is Filipino-British. She's only 21 years old. And yes, she is another one who is 5'10" in height, super tall, really pretty. I mean, her face is really a mix of, I don't know, a little bit of Selena Gomez, you know, that youthful Selena Gomez look going on, but she also has the sultriness of a Maureen Montaigne. I mean, if you look at some of her photos, she looks like a younger version of Maureen. So yeah, really very pretty. I know that right now she is busy with her modeling career. She has done a number of print work, but she's more known to us as a contestant at Miss Millennial 2019. She was actually first runner-up to NICOLE BORROMEO, representing Pampanga. Now, this one is very interesting because she seems to have the personality. She's really spunky, and she is a cooking enthusiast. So I don't know if this will have any effect in pageantry, but it's always nice to learn about a different skill for someone. So she hasn't gone back to pageantry. I don't know if this is something that she would love to go back to, but when we had a little bit of an exchange, she mentioned that maybe folks from pageantry forgot about her. So now might be a good time to remind us folks why she is worthy of that national level appearance. Number 9, this one I'm not so sure if this will come back into pageantry because she recently had a great showing at a reality modeling show. I'm talking about NIKKIDEMOURASA. Now, she hails from Cagayan de Oro. As we all know, she is Filipino-Brazilian. She was the Miss Teen Philippines title holder in 2019. She was very, very young at that time. And she is 5'6", so she may not be the tallest, but you know, that hair and that personality definitely makes up for it. So she was, as we all know, she was the second placer at the 6th edition of Supermodel Me, and that was really well received. So right now, Nikki seems to have, you know, a modeling career right in front of her, but I do hope she gives pageantry a consideration because when she won Miss Teen Philippines in 2019, a lot of us really waited for her, and we have seen her grow. You know, we've also seen that face, that bone structure, as well as that body develop, so it might be nice to go back to Philippine pageantry. I don't know if this is in the works for her, but yeah, go right back in. Next, number 10 is also someone that is gaining momentum, at least for the pageant admins. I'm talking about ALEXIE Brooks. Now, I don't know where the rumors started, but maybe because ALEXIE is also quite active on social media these days, and she's being represented by Empire Mercator, which we all know is the company under Jonas Gafford, one of the heads of Miss Universe Philippines. So maybe this is where the buzz is coming from. Now, ALEXIE is from Iloilo. She's only 18 years old. She's 5'9", and she's a Filipino athlete, and she has competed at various competitions, and she is decorated as well as an athlete. Now, she also has a backstory that's really compelling. She was raised by her grandmother with no idea as to where her parents are. So this is someone who has hugot. This is someone who can really talk about her experience. Now, if you look at her, she dabbled in provincial pageantry as well, but she looks more masculine these days. But I don't think that this is stopping her from really pursuing pageantry if the buzz is indeed correct, because Miss Universe Philippines has always been very open. They're welcoming of very different personalities, and if she is indeed serious in pursuing Philippine pageantry via Miss Universe Philippines this time, then I'm very interested as to what she can bring to the table. My 11th spot goes to Diandianne Balogal. Now, Diandianne is a nurse as well as a health advocate, and she's half Australian. She is 22 years old. She is 5'8", but photographs really, really tall. And, we've been eyeing her for quite some time now. She was supposed to join Magandang Pilipinas as well, but is now representing Baguio at Fiestang Pilipinas. So, if this goes well for her, great. If it doesn't go well for her, then I hope she gives the nationals a try. If you feel like she has the same vibe or look as Roxy Bayans, this is because they have the same folks working with them. So, these are the Alagas from Baguio, and yeah, she has this really classic beauty. I think that this face can carry different makeup styles and different makeup looks, and it's just really very interesting to see how long she photographs. And I don't know, this is a beauty that's mesmerizing. So I want to get to hear more of her. When we started to have like a bit of interaction with her, I think we got to feel like she is more interested to go into Miss Earth. But I don't know, maybe we'll see her, maybe she'll reconsider. Yeah, but I guess it's worth checking her out as well. Number 12 on my list is someone who is already rumored to have submitted her application or is already thinking of submitting her application. I'm talking about Angelique Manto. Now, Angelique Manto is a social media influencer, but formerly, she was a UAAP courtside reporter, so very early on, we know that she knows her social media well and that she has amazing comm skills. Now, Angelique is 25 years old. I am not so sure how tall she is, but she definitely looks fit to me. She looks really healthy to me. She looks like a great representation for, Filipinas. Her features are very Filipina as well as her skin tone. So, I think that this is someone who shows a lot of skin but is also very tasteful. So this is someone who knows how to play with social media, which could be very useful in Philippine pageantry. So we'll see. And the last person on my fresh face list is someone who is pretty established. This is a person who has won an international title. I'm talking about Roberta Tamondong, who won Miss Eco Teen International in 2020. However, the 5'9" stunner, who is only 19 years old and has dabbled in several other pageants, hasn't exactly competed on the nationals yet because she was appointed when she fought at Miss Eco Teen International. So I want to see her because right now I feel like she has undergone a complete transformation. She has definitely grown into a woman. I feel like she's really ready to conquer the nationals and really prove her worth, because being appointed is really different from really competing with the creme de la creme of Philippine pageantry. So I really can't wait to see Roberta compete with the others and do it head to head and do it fair and square. Now, Tita, what about, I know that you have more established names on your list. It's just that maybe I could consider them in the next episode. We'll see. I'm just saying that at least for Miss Universe Philippines, this is an organization who isn't afraid to crown someone new. This is an organization who isn't afraid to crown someone fresh. This is an organization who seem to not be so keen on candidates with pageant baggage. Those from another camp, maybe those who have joined several times. This seems to be a trend, but then again, it only has been 2 years for Miss Universe Philippines. Binibining Pilipinas is of course a lot kinder to repeaters and more established names in Philippine pageantry. It's just that we also have to understand that the arrangement for Binibining Pilipinas this year is also a little bit in limbo. There are rumors that they will start mobilizing right after the elections, unlike Miss Universe Philippines, who has already made an announcement that they would resume around April. But for Binibining Pilipinas, we don't know if they will appoint someone, we don't know if they will stage a pageant, and if they stage a show right before Miss International, then the highest crown would have been MGI. Now, I don't know how this will be accepted by everybody in pageantry. So I'm just saying that we don't know how it will be in terms of staging pageants in 2022, knowing that our arrangements are now in chaos, cases are rising, there is uncertainty in the world as well as, of course, in pageantry. There are also rumors that Miss World Philippines will change hands, so they will have a different owner apparently. These are, rumors that are gaining momentum, but I think out of all the national pageants out there, Miss Earth Philippines remains steady as, they can conduct their business in a virtual manner anyway. So we'll see. I know that you are expecting other more established names on this list, but I might do a different episode for you. We'll see. It's just that for now, I hope that, you check out these new faces and, let's see if we can see them in the nationals. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you guys. See you very soon. Bye.